Hey guys, welcome back to the Prehistoric Life Podcast. And today, I'm your host, Eric Crawford, and today we're having a battle for Asian dominance. That came out really weird. So we have Alioramus versus Fukuiraptor. These are two big predators in, I was about to say Asian history, but I guess it would be prehistoric Asia. So Alioramus, mainland China, was the T-Rex of China, and Fukuiraptor was a big bad Japanese predator. So we're just going to dive right into this. We're going to start off with the breakdown of Alioramus. So here's that. Look out. This thing comes in at a whopping 2 meters tall, so about 6.5-ish feet tall. Give or take a few, and coming in at a whopping 6 meters long, or about 19-ish. I'm pretty sure it's 19-ish, if not, 19, 20. Oh, you know what? I'll boost it to 20 feet. It's about the same. This thing comes in at a whopping 750 pounds. So this thing did live in China, and what I could find on its bite force is just what I'm going off of. So it's about 7,800 pounds. Yeah. Pretty fun. It's a powerful bite force. That's quite the take on what it takes to break bone. So Alioramus, it's got a heck of a bite. It's got a very powerful bite force that will definitely screw up Fukuiraptor. Also, one thing that I do want stated is that Alioramus does have slightly more useful appendages than like T-Rex. They're slightly longer in comparison to the rest of the body. Yada yada, I get it. But I still don't think they're as useful as possibly Fukuiraptors. But we're going to, you know what? Let's dive right into Fukuiraptor. Since we're talking about him, big old Fukuiraptor over here. Let's pull that up. Coming in at about 1.5 meters tall. So it is slightly smaller. It's about 4.9. 5 feet. A solid 5 feet. It's about 4 meters long. So that's about 13-ish. Yeah, 13. It's all 13 feet. And it comes in at a whopping weight of 450 pounds. You know, oddly enough, besides the length of this creature, there are people that are as big as this creature. So it does about 5 feet, not 5 feet, 1 foot tall on Alioramus, and it does not have the weight advantage. And I could not find anything on its bite force, but considering, I'm not saying it is a dromaeosaur, but it has that dromaeosaur. You know what? Is Fukuiraptor a dromaeosaur? It wasn't a dromaeosaur at all. Nope. Whoa. It may have been from the same group of theropods that include Allosaurus. So this thing, that probably means that this thing didn't bite. It wasn't biting in the traditional sense, if that makes sense. It wasn't nom nom nom. It wasn't grab and bite. It was swinging its head, probably using that upper jaw to kind of tear and slash at prey. By the way, I do like this depiction of Fukuiraptor. Oh, I typed Megaraptor. That says Megaraptor. Sorry. It keeps correcting the Megaraptor. Why is it doing that? Come on, Google. Don't do this. Is it because I'm member of the Dromia? Okay. Initially considered a member of the Dromaeosaurid when first discovered. Yeah, no. I'm still right. Yep, it was still right. It was still an Allosaurid. So it wasn't. What that means is it's not biting. It's not like getting it stuck in you. It's more pretending this would be an upper jaw. It would be swinging and then pulling back and ripping skin off. If that makes sense. So unlike predators like Alioramus, where it bites down on prey and just kind of holds it there. Passing by pterosaurs, it could possibly even fish. This thing did probably eat fish because it was on the island. Let's see what Alioramus hunted. And Alioramus ate herbivore dinosaurs and other small creatures. So yeah, about that. So Fukuiraptor was the head swinger. It used its head probably more like an axe, the upper jaw kind of slashing down on the back of creatures. I couldn't really find anything on its bite force then, considering that it probably didn't really have one, but I'm going to not kind of use that in a sense. I'm going to kind of use it like how it would. It's not really a biter as much as it had teeth for shearing off flesh. So for Alioramus, it will be a kill strike, but for Fukuiraptor, it's going to be a war of attrition. And if I can find something on its speed, Fukuiraptor is incredibly fast as a rolling rat. How fast is a rolling rat? What rolling roll rat? What is a rolling roll rat? Oh, it's for arch survival. Okay. I don't actually. That's why it didn't make sense. It's because it's for arc survival, not real life. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and dive into this battle after some short messages from a sponsor that doesn't really have any automated message. All right, so if you want to see these amazing creatures out and about, if you want to go on dinosaur digs, if you want to get I was about to say backseat access, but you know what? Let's call it that. Backseat access to museums, how things are curated, dinosaurs are prepped, things like that. Go check out Dinosaur Trips. They have a lot of amazing tours and things planned. I personally recommend Red Rocks and Raptors because that's the one Dr. Brian Curtis is leading. I will give you 250. Not me. Dinosaur Trips will give you $250 off if you tell them Prehistoric Life sent you. So if you want to go check them out, see if you really are interested, here is their Instagram page. I do recommend checking them out, seeing what they got, because they have a lot of amazing stuff planned, and I am excited to see what other stuff and get back in contact with him and talk to him and possibly even go on a trip myself. But interested in that, do go check that out. So let's get back to the battle. All right. So we're going to go ahead and dive right into this battle with Alioramus and Fukuiraptor. So, like I said, we're going to see. So I'm going to give a quick breakdown. In size, Alioramus wins. It's got the height, the length, the speed, or not the speed, the height, the length, and the weight. For bite force, Alioramus has the win at 7,000 pounds PSI. Fukuiraptor does not use bite force traditionally. It will be a skin scraper, as I like to call them, a skin grazer, as they're technically called. It's going to try to tear at flesh in arms and things like that. Fukuiraptor does have more useful forelimbs. And I'm going to give it this speed advantage because it is smaller and it is probably more of an apex, not an apex predator, but like a smaller creature hunter, therefore has to be quicker. All right, so let's dive right into this. So a lone Fukuiraptor went swimming and washes ashore on mainland China. Somehow a million years before. The Fukuiraptor actually lived in the early Cretaceous, while Alioramus lived in the late Cretaceous. So lone Fukuiraptor was trapped in a cave. Was not trapped in a cave. You know what? It was trapped on Japan when an Alioramus got swept up and went on a long sea excursion and made it to Japan alive. After many nights of rest, it runs into a Fukuiraptor while their health is well replenished. The Alioramus stares down the Fukuiraptor, and the Fukuiraptor stares down the Alioramus. They roar at each other as they charge in. Fukuiraptor reaches Alioramus first as it sidesteps as Alioramus spites. Fukuiraptor jumps onto the side of Alioramus and starts tearing at the sides, ripping flesh off with its claws and its teeth, biting and tearing at flesh. Fukuiraptor jumps off of Alioramus as Alioramus tries to roll, trying to get Fukuiraptor off. Fukuiraptor quickly sprints around to the other side of Alioramus. Alioramus noticing Fukuiraptor in the face. Fukuiraptor is not having it, as it takes its head and swings it down right on the side of the neck of Alioramus, biting down deep. As it jerks its head back, tearing away flesh at the neck. Alioramus stands up, slightly towering over Fukuiraptor, as Fukuiraptor stares down Alioramus. Fukuiraptor is not backing down as it charges in. Alioramus quickly bites, but Fukuiraptor is quick enough to evade, nipping at the arm of Alioramus, ripping flesh and meat off. As Alioramus quickly shoulder bashes Fukuiraptor, knocking it over. Alioramus bites the neck of Fukuiraptor, clamping down, making Fukuiraptor scream out. As Alioramus tosses Fukuiraptor through the air as Fukuiraptor goes tumbling down a dang mountain. Alioramus chases after it to get that sweet, sweet bloody kill. Fukuiraptor stands up, roaring at Alioramus, but Alioramus just kind of stares like, really? Really, tiny bro? Fukuiraptor, quick enough, darts into the bushes. Alioramus has a good eye. It's able to see over the bushes. I don't actually know about its sense of smell. As it chases Fukuiraptor. Fukuiraptor is slightly fast enough, and its small length means that Alioramus can't nip at its tail. Fukuiraptor is able to quickly lose Alioramus, getting behind it. Alioramus stops looking around as Fukuiraptor bites at the tip of the tail, ripping some flesh off. Then biting at the calf of the mighty Alioramus, ripping some muscle and tendon from the calf. Alioramus back kicks Fukuiraptor in the face. Bam! Making Fukuiraptor go roll a little bit. As Fukuiraptor gets up and shakes its head off, Alioramus is standing over it, biting down on Fukuiraptor's face, starting to crush its skull. Fukuiraptor is screeching like crazy. It doesn't know what's going on. Its eyes are darting everywhere, trying to see if there's a way out, trying to tear its head from Alioramus's jaws. But Alioramus takes its good foot. I mean, it takes its bad foot because it needs to stand on its good foot. And kicks Fukuiraptor over, holding onto its head. As Alioramus stands over Fukuiraptor, it lets go of its head and bites the neck of Fukuiraptor. Bites down, clamping down, tearing at flesh torn, pierced, and ripped from the bottom of the neck and the top of the neck. Fukuiraptor takes its claws and slashes at the face of Alioramus, getting a good cut in on its snout. Alioramus jerks its head back, ripping some flesh off as Fukuiraptor gets up, spitting up some blood as a puddle of blood forms under where its neck was. Fukuiraptor actually headbutts Alioramus. If you remember looking back at the Fukuiraptor, had that thing on its nose, uppercutting its chin. As Alioramus swings its head around and wham! Uses its head to knock up under the chin of Fukuiraptor. As Fukuiraptor's head goes up, Alioramus bites the bottom of the neck, ripping flesh from the sides, and then biting it again as it tosses Fukuiraptor to the ground again. Fukuiraptor's getting really mad, tired of being tossed around like a rag doll. As it gets up, it roars at Alioramus, but Alioramus doesn't back down. It charges in and headbutts Fukuiraptor, slamming its skull into the other one. Both a little dazed, Alioramus is able to recover a bit quicker, biting the neck of Fukuiraptor and just clamping down. As Fukuiraptor, still kind of dazed, starts to try to shake it off. Too late. Alioramus' jaws pierce its windpipe and Fukuiraptor starts to lose breath. It's struggling to breathe as blood enters its lungs. Fukuiraptor is drowning in its own lungs as Alioramus crack breaks the neck of a Fukuiraptor. Fukuiraptor going limp as Alioramus leads its body to the ground. Alioramus quickly jerks his head to the side, making sure to snap and rip at the spinal cord, dislocating it right in the neck, breaking Alioramus' neck. Alioramus lays there, coughing up blood forming in a puddle around its neck. Alioramus puts his foot on Fukuiraptor, roaring out in victory, as other Fukuiraptors watch on in horror. Alright, so yeah, this one was probably a bit of a no-duh. Not really. Alioramus had the far superior bite force. It had size on its side. It wasn't as quick as Fukuiraptor. So Fukuiraptor did have that speed advantage, which is good for it. But that doesn't really amount to anything Fukuiraptor has the speed advantage, and if Alioramus was half the size of Fukuiraptor, it would have won. On the simple fact that it would be quicker, larger, and if Fukuiraptor had a strong enough bite force to just land a killing blow, it would be able to weave and maneuver around Alioramus and just bite where it needs to bite and land that killing blow. But it doesn't have that capability, and it needed to shear and a war of attrition, kind of making Alioramus bleed out. So Alioramus, whenever it was just able to bite down on Fukuiraptor, was able to use its superior size, weight, to just kind of toss Fukuiraptor around a little bit. Granted, it's, 300 pounds greater. It's still a big difference. So that kind of is a big difference. So Alioramus is able to use that weight and that superior bite force that is to land that killing blow and toss Fukuiraptor around. Not saying Fukuiraptor didn't go down without a fight, as you saw it did, and it tore up Alioramus a little bit, injured its calf, one of its arms, its face, its tail. But in the end, Alioramus was able to land that killing blow. So, yeah, Alioramus is our winner, and we'll be moving on in our tournament. If you want to see these videos early, go check out my YouTube channel, Prehistoric Life Podcast on YouTube. I try to post everything a little bit earlier on there to kind of just edge y'all to go subscribe to that. So please go check that out. And if you want additional content that I post, please go check out Prehistoric Life Podcast on Instagram. I post additional content, Dinosaur of the Week content, about interviews. I have polls on there. I have all the YouTube videos on there. So please go check that out. If you want all of that in one place, go check out my website, prehistoriclifepodcast.com. From there, you can get to my YouTube and my Instagram. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I actually had a fun time creating it, and it was fairly even. I was surprised, but Alioramus will be moving on. And I'm your host, Eric Crawford, signing off. I will see you all next time for some more Prehistoric Life podcasts. And remember, keep it prehistoric. Goodbye.